But this wasn't the last for, oh no, not by far. This chick had one more tampon to pick with my sorry ass. For a few weeks after that, rumors circulated around the school about how batshit this girl was. I heard from ex-friends of her that not only did she have an obsession with Sailor Moon and touching girls, but that she thought she was half vampire. Her ex-friend told me that she confessed to having an obsession with her blood, saying that the mere touch of it gave her special seductive powers. Her sick attitude towards tampons and cutting started to make a bit of sense. Why me, I thought. After I heard the story, I would occasionally see the girl here and there in the hallways. She was transferred to another gym class so that we wouldn't have to contact with each other. At one point, her Sailor Moon drawings were displayed with other sketches near the art room. She made an OC Sailor Scout with white, red, black Guardian uniform, big green eyes, black hair with those god-forsaken red lips that only reminded me of that fanfic. I had to walk past the art room every day, and I would slightly wince at the thing, stung by the memory of what happened. The last time I ever saw of her was around Halloween before she transferred to another school. Until that time, however, she had been switching every other day between a Naruto headband and a Sailor Moon tiara. One day I was waiting after school for a ride home when a familiar silhouette caught my eye, and walking towards me fast. Anon-chan, I'm really sorry for what happened. I want to make it up with you. You creeped me out and you almost got me in trouble. Leave me alone or I'll report you to the principal. She stops about 3 feet in front of me and looks down in disappointment. I start to walk away from her as I'm already scared. She looks up and realized I had walked away and she began following me. I walk in a bit of a faster direction towards the principal's office but think I could hide inside the bathroom nearby. I run inside to go to the stall the furthest away from the door and I lock myself in it. I stand on the toilet seat in case she came inside. I was positive I had lost her in the crowd of kids that were leaving the building to go home. The bathroom door opens and I hear slouching footsteps. The door slams shut behind the person who had made the slouching footsteps. The figure went towards the bathroom light switches. One by one, she flipped them off. The bathroom was completely dark since it had no windows. I was scared pissless at this point and tried my best to control my heavy breathing. I heard the first stall burst open. She had either kicked or pushed the door open. There were about 8 to 10 stalls in the bathroom. A few seconds later, the second stall bursts open. Out of the horror, I instinctively tried to find a light, so I reached in my backpack and found my Verizon Razr cell phone with a Neko charm. I flipped open the phone, but lost a grip on it on the screen lit up and illuminated my bathroom stall. The phone dropped on the floor and the footsteps made an eerie pause. Suddenly, the pace of the footsteps were hastened towards my stall, which I had locked, and the girl said, "Anon, is that you?" The space underneath the stall was not big enough for anyone to crawl under, but she stuck her arm out underneath the stall and tried to claw at my phone. Adrenaline was rushing through my system, and I felt I could be as loud as a rock concert as I screamed the loudest I possibly could. I remember reading in a book that people responded to most calls for help when you screamed fire or rape, and I screamed both hysterically. Fortunately, a janitor was clearing across the bathroom in the hall and had heard me and came rushing in. He flicked on the lights and the girl got up off her knees. The janitor asked who had called for help and I said, "Me! Get this girl away from me." The janitor told the girl to stay where she was and shouted to another janitor nearby to get the principal's vice principal to calm down. The girl was taken to the office, forcibly, I might add, and she vehemently denied she had done anything wrong. A cop was brought in. The cop basically said that she was to stay away from me and never speak to me. told me if she ever tried to contact me, that I should go directly to the authorities and file a report. After about 2 weeks, she transferred to a different school. Didn't hear many rumors about her after that. Heard different stories about how she dated this dude who worked at Hot Topic who considered himself a vampire. Also heard they had a DEA account with pictures of themselves with fake blood performing vampire rituals. It was probably one of the most traumatizing experiences of my life. I still have nightmares about the bathroom incident every now and then. Well, that was a wild experience, I would say. Something to save to Halloween, but I thought you guys deserved a bit of a treat. Anyway, let's get to those comments that I didn't quite do last time. Last time I asked what got you guys into anime. This comment comes from Alkamim-chan, I hope I pronounced that right. What got me interested was when I was younger, I'd buy my older sister anime, and one day I brought her home a haul. She handed me a Cowboy Bebop DVD and said, "Here, you can have this." We watched it together and I've been hooked ever since. Cowboy Bebop, now that's a classic. That's a good old classic and a good thing to start on. The last one comes from Kaya the Nerd, who says, well, the way I got into anime is probably really the standard way most people get into anime. My friends told me to watch it, so I checked out some animes, and I was instantly hooked. I'd agree, that's usually the standard way. I just watched Toonami, and that's how I got into it. Thank you guys for being patient as I went through heck to edit this video, and I hope you liked it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna hold off on the comment until next week, but please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that way you'll get my videos on time, and of course, if you're interested, feel free to send me in your stories as well. Thank you, and I'll see you again next week.